Does this dickhead think that they're kidding? Hold on. Hold on. I can't tell if this guy. Yeah, this guy's MAGA. Hold on. Enjoying the show is what he calls it. Hold on. Let me show you what. This is one of the people on Rumble.
His personal attention.
I'm going to ask you to woosah. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and don't glom on to anything specific.
No.
There is missiles being bombed and lobbed all across the internet tonight. I mean, I've never seen people react so quickly to something they know nothing about.
Right, like how words show up on the internet.
You see, there's nobody outside of that inner circle who knows anything. Everything else is speculative. Everything else is people wondering what's going on. And
Yeah, and Elon Musk would be in that circle, actually.
The media jumping all over it, as you expect they would.
Just rude. How dare we?
As anyone would expect they would.
Including you, I guess.
The two people involved in all of this. And I played that cut from, I believe it was NBC or MSNBC from 30 years ago.
It was NBC. I don't think MSNBC was around 30 years ago.
And they were just using that footage of Trump with, at Mar-a-Lago with Epstein. Everybody knows that, old news.
Yeah, it's old news. It's older than the victims, sure.
And I just want to reiterate something that I said towards the end of the early show. Mm-hmm. And I just want you to write it down if you need to, and just
yeah, you probably should write this down.
Continue to keep looking at it. And this is it.
Okay.
If everything this man has been through.
Okay, they're both men, so I'm guessing you mean Trump.
Lawsuit after lawsuit.
Right.
Charges, indictments, 34 felony courts charges. Fannie Willis, Letitia James, Judge Merchan, all the craziness in New York. The Mar-a-Lago raid by the FBI.
Right.
Never mind running for a presidential campaign and then getting shot. And then having yet another possible attempt. All of that. And somehow you are believing that there's some hidden file that they just found out about Donald Trump and that guy who did some stuff over there.
Yeah, just say his name. Jeffrey Epstein. He's dead. Say his name.
You'd have to be really gullible to jump for that.
Yeah, you think? You think? I mean, the raid on his island did happen when Trump was president. So if anybody had the ability to capture that stuff and get rid of it or hide it, deep six it, it would be Trump, I guess.
You really have to say to yourself, everything I've ever seen, everything over the last year. I know Merrick Garland was the Department of Justice. I know Christopher Wray. I understand.
Yeah, Christopher Wray was a Trump appointee.
James Comey. I understand all this, but somehow it slipped by. How gullible would people have to be to buy?
Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm saying, release the files. He's got nothing to worry about. Why hold them back?
Into that.
Could it possibly be that the limited stuff that has been released or that they've been able to find so far and all this stuff, every time they release a new batch, it turns out Trump was more involved?
And I want you to know the world's richest man. Another thing for you to accept and understand. The world's richest man knows that Donald Trump is quite litigious. You mess with Donald Trump.
Right. So if he's willing to say it, he's not afraid that anything will go wrong if he gets sued then. This kind of undercuts your previous claim.
He's going to sue you. Asks.
Right. Yeah, again. And he's got he's strong-armed a bunch of law firms into doing work for him. Will it be weird if he doesn't sue Elon Musk over this? Would it be weird? And then the files don't come out?
CBS. Ask some of these journalists.
Mm-hmm.
And when Elon Musk, when that first missile got sent over, that first missile said that there's a bombshell, and winkety wink, there's stuff about Trump, but he never accused him of anything. You see, Elon Musk knew at that point, and this is something you have to understand in the law.
Yeah, understand the law. Yeah.
Elon Musk took it as far as he could without being slanderous or libelous in terms of actually writing something. He went right to the edge and he pulled back so as not to put himself in any danger.
Yep. Sounds like it. I don't feel like this is copium at all. I think you're going to just cling to that as best you can. And don't worry, you won't have to do whatever, a 3.5 hour show cleaning this up next week either, when the actual stuff. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, one piece of paper. That is on YouTube? Yeah. So this guy was one of the shows that I saw on Rumble earlier. I guess he streams on both. The White House, Stephen Miller was pulled away to be on a panel. There's Speak the Truth. Speak the Truth is pretty great. Elon snaps. Yikes. Everybody loves their AI thumbnails now. Is this the full piece of this? Hold on.
All right. So I don't know if you follow.
Yeah, that was the beginning. We looked at Peanut Butter Dickhead and all those guys earlier. It's hard because it all pops up together. And I'm over time already. I appreciate you guys hanging around. I'm running late, so I'm going to I'll leave you guys. We'll obviously deal with some more of this tomorrow on the morning show as this continues to roll out, because Trump and these guys. Look at this. I'm scrolling through as these happen. The crypto guys are having a problem with it. Just a shit ton of I don't know, this is 4 hours ago, so they didn't shut up. They didn't cover this morning, I don't think, on Glenn Beck show. Why Trump's war on Harvard is a threat to elites. What everyone is missing about the big beautiful bill beyond cancel culture hidden. Is this the real reason Elon Musk slammed the big beautiful bill? They only went as far as this was yesterday. Maybe they're not even posting. What was his live show on here? This was 10 hours ago was the nearest one. Democratic truth about asylum. They haven't posted it on there. They're avoiding this at the very least. This is gonna be so good though. I'm so excited for this tomorrow. I can't tell you. What a bunch of shit. His show is a bunch of shit anyways. Our Tower of Babel. It had to happen. AI's the new Tower of Babel. We'll deal with that tomorrow on Friday AI. This is their dodge. Is this the end for the Blaze? Yeah, I think so. You need an end time survival guide. Why wouldn't you just trust God and, let God and let go, or let go and let God, or let loose, something like that. All right, that's that. I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been a great show. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. I know I did an extra hour before this as well. If you want to go check that out, share the show. We will definitely I'm gonna watch the rest of the night, all these different sources, and pull these in. Yes. Oh, thanks, Andrea. Yeah. So Rob Glenn will be with me tomorrow, and then we'll get Jody on at some point. Very excited about that. But obviously, this, Rob, I look forward to talking to Rob about this as well, especially as we ask Grok. Let's see if Grok changes its tune now that Trump and Elon are on the outs, because I'm guessing that's exactly what's going to happen. That's my theory. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and take care of somebody else. And thank you guys for all the support and the love and again, to that lovely person who sent me PayPal support. I can't tell you how lovely that was. It brought a tear to my eye. Very sweet. And everybody who helps on, with the Venmo and the show. Patreon folks, I love you guys. Thank you so much for making this possible and turning the show into a real thing. If you can't afford to help the show, at very least, just subscribe. That's good. And also thank the people that help out. Thank the patrons and all that kind of stuff. It means a lot. Okay, I'll see you guys later.